Hello and welcome to the Kanawha Valley Hustler podcast. I'm here with Josh. Josh, tell me a little bit about what you do.
So I own Bravo Live DJ. We're kind of the largest mobile DJ company in the tri-state. We perform 200 shows a year, and it takes a team of 8 real professional mixed DJs to make all that happen. So we're all over the tri-state area.
Wow, that's awesome. And we're here at Bar 101. We're up here for the Up Next Charlie West event. What brought you out here tonight?
Just came out to do some networking with the Up Next Charlie West crew. So we joined the Charleston Chamber again for the first time in a few years, and just trying to make the most of it.
That's great. I've got some questions for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. So, in your experience, what marketing strategies have been the most effective in growing your business, and why?
I would say early on, it was definitely relationships that were a little random. So to come into events like this, especially I started doing this type of thing more on the Huntington and Ashland market. And so those relationships we developed, just yielded business after business, even to this day. Today,
you can't beat that word of mouth, right? At the end of the day, word of the mouth is still king, right?
It is king. Now it's transitioned a little bit to where it's a little more specific, where we do so much networking with industry vendors like venue owners and managers, photographers, things like that. So a lot of the networking I do is kind of focused on that, but instead of just general network marketing. But yeah.
Right. Awesome. So let me ask you this. So how do you foster a positive and a productive business culture? And do you think that's important?
Absolutely. Positivity is everything. So we try our best to maintain a great team atmosphere. Like I say, there's about 10 of us in our organization. And so having a family is really what it's all about for us. We have some core values we like to call our rising tide values. And so adhering to those, and also just taking time to partner with one another, whether it's just on a group chat. We're constantly texting each other funny things, especially on event days, but just staying connected. Like, we're going to be doing a big photo shoot and kind of a year-end event, although it's a little delayed because we stay so busy in December. So We're going to do it in March. So
and how do you set and achieve long-term goals for yourself and for your company?
So that just takes time. One of the things I learned early on was you can't put a price tag on just taking time to think. So just kind of getting alone, locking the door, cutting out distractions, and just really going through and looking, starting long-term and then working backwards. So I think, if you can come up with where you want to be 10 years from now.
Cast that vision first, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Looking long-term and then, going from 10 to 5 to 2 to 1 to what am I going to do next week? You got to break it down into the smallest, we call it lowest common denominator. You got to make those smallest steps possible. So.
And what's your leadership philosophy, and has it changed or evolved over your career?
It absolutely has. So I think now my leadership philosophy is not only to lead by example, but also to lead with the right spirit in mind. And that's one of our core values, is right spirit. So thinking about, what is best for all concerned. One of the things that I've always believed that, if I help other people get what they want, then it's going to help me get what I want. And so that's really what I keep at the forefront of my mind in leadership completely. And how it's changed over the years. I come from a military background, so, that doesn't work out in the real world a lot of times. So,
and what advice would you have for building and maintaining strong professional relationships within your industry and outside of your industry?
So I'll sum it up with one of my favorite phrases. There's a guy named Jeffrey Gitomer, and he said, all things being equal, people want to do business with their friends. All things being not so equal, people still want to do business with their friends. And so I've just honestly said, I always built this business on just going out and making friends.
Yeah. Well, I always tell people at the end of the day, people do business with people. They don't do business with companies, right?
True. That's true. Very true. And you got to put that personal touch to it. And I think we're in a people business. What I sell are 8 real pro mix DJs. They're fantastic. They all have great personalities, and we're dealing with brides and people who are planning big corporate events, fundraising galas, and so it's all about people and relationships. And just our kind of tagline is peace of mind every time, and that all has to do with just how are we going to serve you best.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I want to remind everybody who's watching to hustle hard, hustle smart, and hustle with a smile. This is Joe Justice, the Kanawha Valley Hustler.